Hey YouTube, coming at you with what is going to be the last Great League Remix team from PvPiggy, Tentacruel, Diggersby, Obstagoon. And they write, I've only been playing Pokemon Go since June 2023. Got into PvP rather quick by watching videos like yours. Hit Legend for the first time last season, but would love to get feedback as I'm still learning Roast Me, Standard ABB style. Team going from 24 to 2500 a day. So thanks for this mission. The first thing I will say is like, coming into Pokemon Go only basically a year ago, and already having the roster and ability to hit Legend is quite impressive, quite honestly, because there's people here who've been trying for like 5, 6, 7 seasons and can't break certain things. So the fact that you can pick up the skill set required pretty quickly is actually quite impressive. So it is an ABB style team in the fact that you're both weak to fighting. And Tentacruel will deal with the fighter. There is Tentacruel. There's two things here. So Tentacruel not only do cover the fighter weakness, it covers the weaknesses, the secondary weaknesses of each of these. So Obstagoon, Dark, weak to Fairy. Obviously, Poison will deal with that, and Diggersby, weak to as a ground, weak to water and ice. Will deal with that, and then it's also weak to grass, and then the Poison neutralizes the grass on the water there, so it can cover that. In terms of ABB, because I said the secondary typings, a true ABB. Like a true ABB will not have these different secondary typings to give you stuff like that, because you have to. There's two things I noticed with this. One is I assume Diggersby is a safe swap because Obstagoon double weak to counter and weak to fairy is a kind of a tough safe swap. So I assume Diggersby is just safe swap. With that said, there is going to be the ability to draw out like a water there and then a fairy in the back. So it's not a true ABB from that perspective. And Fire Punch and Scorching Sands, there is a lot of like Mantines and stuff, and Fire Punch, Scorching Sands is going to be a really tough moveset to use as a safe swap here. So that's my only concern with Diggersby as a potential safe swap here. So not a great lead. Go into Diggersby. They'll throw a Hydro and you're going to have to shield because this will do a ton of damage from a Shadow Empoleon. So they are not leaving right away, and it is a Gligar, right? And here again, there's a lot of there's a ton of flyers, Gligar, Mantine, Pelipper, Mandibuzz in this meta. So running Diggersby with only really the ability to hit with Fire Punch on some of these and nothing on the others is risky. Like, so if you're going to use Diggersby as, I don't mind the Fire Punch, Scorching Sands move set. But I do not like it as a safe swap with this moveset. I think you need Hyper Beam for that, for the coverage on all these flyers. So you are going to lose this matchup here. Going to give up Switch. I don't know about that. Giving up that Switch. You still have to shield the dig. They're probably just going to get the... Oh, I have two answers. So they have Giratina and thing. They're not going to shield anything, so I don't even know if this is going to be useful. Your Obstagoon is... Do they shield? Maybe they were worried about Blizzard. Did they shield? Did I just imagine that? No, they did shield. Maybe they were worried about Blizzard, but like, you know, for the Great League, you have to roll the dice that Blizzard is not going to be the third move, the second move sort of thing. Get the Shadow Ball off. Now with the... Oh, Empoleon caught it. So nice catch of Empoleon. The good news is that Switch Clock, they're going to have to eat a high... You might want to try and catch the Hydro, and I think that's maybe what you're thinking here. Yeah, not quite the right catch, though. I still think they need like 2 or 3 more to get to that. So, I mean, I wasn't counting, but I don't know if it was just 1 more. You do live anyways. Now, will what is going to be a triple resisted Shadow Ball take you out, right? Because double resisting on the normal, single resisting on the dark. So this is extremely resisted. Holy crap, that did nothing. Okay. Yeah. Triple resisted move means that it's going to do nothing essentially. So, Toxicroak, well, this is where you want to see your fighter, but this is a tricky fight. No. Unless you catch a Shadow Ball here. I get it. to a certain extent, you're doing super effective with the mud shots. You'll do super effective with the scorching sands. And you don't want to take a mud bomb on the Tentacruel. I get it to a certain extent. Yeah, Tentacruel's it's a tricky one, Toxicroak here, because it kind of core breaks your whole team. Foul play. Come quick, and you already took a move from the Toxicroak. So this is great. I don't think it's worth shielding a last resort. I think you just like farm. Okay, it's definitely not worth shielding a foul play. So you just let these go. You have a ton of energy coming out. They go double foul play for some reason. Maybe they're running Psychic. That's the only reason I could see there, is that they're running Psychic. So get the Night Slash off. Both moves are resisted. You get the boost. So you get the attack fault. Why does everyone I watch who does Obstagoon submissions get the boost on Obstagoon? That's crazy. So you took Toxicroak way lower than you should have. Mud Bomb, obviously, to shield up the Mud Bomb. Again, this is so risky. It may work out. I don't even know if I like it, even if it does work out. Because here's the thing. You're going to win because they shielded. I think a regular person would know that a non-Shadow Tentacruel, I guess a non-Shadow Frostlass, is not going to take out with a Scald. And the poison jabs are pretty resisted. Okay, let me finish this thought. Let me actually go to PV Poke just to confirm how much that does. Because my thought process is Tentacruel non-Shadow with Scald against a Frostlass is probably going to do like 60-70% is my guess. And the zero shield. 50%. Right. 64 damage, 50 energy, 50%. You cannot farm down because these are only doing 4 damage. So they would get to multiple moves before you take them out. You need a Scald. Actually, 12 energy. Sorry, 12 left. They're only at 12 energy, 12 health left. So you would need. They would get to 2 moves with 12 health left. So I guess it is a little close. But considering Scald only does 50% of the damage of a full health, and that's not even optimal views. Let's see if it's even less. Yeah, it's actually, if you actually get good IVs, it's less. If you have optimal IVs on your Frostlass, it's only 47% damage. All that is to say, with the resisted poison jab and Scald, there's no reason to shield up the first move, because your only sort of lose con is getting that acid spray hitting you and then getting one shot by Scald. If they need 2 Scalds, there's no point of like, just let the first one go and shield up. Even if the second one's a bait, like it's going to take 2 moves anyways. So just let the first one go, live the second one. This, I saw that you had a Jellicent lead with Bubble. So you took a bunch of bubbles on Tentacruel. Maybe you just tried to catch on the Diggersby. So maybe you caught a Shadow Ball, but Bubble, Diggersby. Oh, so you do catch a Shadow Ball. So nice catch. They hit you with a Jump Bluff. You have Fire Punch. So that's nice just to chip this. Unfortunately, Jump Bluff is very tanky. The punches are garbage moves, and you are a low attack Diggersby. So even with a super effective Fire Punch, it's not doing much. So obviously a stab grass move from a grass Pokemon that it still paces pretty quickly with the Fairy Wind will be able to take you easy. And I would not be surprised if they're just farming up to have 2 moves coming out, one to take you out here and then one to chip on your Tentacruel. So just an Aerial Ace. Didn't even need the grass move to take you out. They're going to use it here though to chip you a good amount. Energy Ball. They'll get you back on the Jellicent now. I guess you're trying to catch another one. This time they do not throw. I expect a surf because that was a very delayed bubble there. So gonna get hit with the surf. Now got the second grass Pokemon in the back. Jellicent double grass is going to be a tough one to overcome. Frenzy's going to take you out. The good news is you outpace a lot here. Right? Because it's only 5 to the Night Slash and it's like 6 to the Frenzy. So you should be able to outpace. Unfortunately, it's 1 Frenzy to take you out and 2 Night Slash to take them out. Oh, I was like, what are they doing? And what they are doing is knowing that they have a 2v1 shield advantage plus energy that you cannot do much here. Going for the acid spray. Yeah, again, one of your only win cons is like double acid spraying and then getting off a Scald here. So now you get off the Scald here, enough to lower, and you're gonna win because they're idiots. Okay. Yeah, this lesson is you just had 2 opponents in a row that made this mistake, but this is a lesson for everyone. Know how much damage a move does to you. Like I don't know the exact numbers, but having played enough, you can see me watching these matchups like, oh, this should do 50%. Oh, you should put this in the yellow or red. Like I have a ballpark figure of how much moves do. So if you have a ballpark figure of how much moves do, you should know the effect of taking a harder hitting or like the harder hitting charge move. If you're against an opponent who can bait and lower your defense and the charge move cannot take you out, let the first move go. Because again, the only sort of lose con, which we just saw multiple times, is getting baited with the acid spray and then hitting the harder hitting move. Whereas if you let the first one go and the hard hitting move comes through and doesn't take you out, they still need to throw another move to take you out. And then even if they bait acid spray, you can shield up the second one and force a third charge move, as opposed to this one where it's only 2 charge moves to take you out. So don't get baited into shielding the bait moves if the charge move is not going to take you out. So they're staying in. Frenzy will hurt, so I don't even mind the shield. Umbreon comes in, going to acid spray. I mean, they're not going to shield anything, but maybe just putting it into 2. Why are you not coming Obstagoon? Yeah, I don't know why you didn't come Obstagoon immediately. I get you're lowering their attack, their defense substantially, but like counter Obstagoon is going to have no problem against this, and you're just going Night Slash because you're trying to boost. I don't hate this. You're going to very easily take this matchup trying to boost. Oh my goodness. Why with a 20% chance does everyone I showcase get the boost 100% of the time? This is insane. Okay. So now the boost is going to oh my god. I'm done. We're not showcasing this team. This is ridiculous. Come on. The double boost. Oh my goodness. And this Magnezone is going to be deleted. The double boost in and of itself is one of the worst parts of the game. To get 2 of them on a 10% chance, that is just stupid. 10% chance, 12.5% chance, something like that. Can't even focus on telling you about what's going on in this matchup. What's going on in this matchup is you just got hit with the problem that I mentioned. The problem of Mantine running a Pokemon with only Fire Punch, and they are just going to farm the crap out of you and come out with so much energy. 12.5% chance. 12.5% chance of Night Slash double boosting there. And you hit it 2 times in a row and 3 times that I've seen it so far. And the same thing with the last Obstagoon I covered. They hit it multiple times. Yet I can't stuff with like 50 to 67% chance. I can't even hit once. So you guys suck. Anyways. So now we're in the matchup against Flying. They just farmed you down. You got the attack fall, which is nice. But here come what is going to be multiple aerial aces. So there's one. Again, you lower their attack, so they're not going to get a ton off on you, but they should get at least one more. And you will have energy coming out, which is okay. They give up Switch just to get hit really hard. Scald there. And now they have no real moves here for you. And they're switch locked. And the Mantine's almost gone. And now they have a Guzzlord. I mean, your defense is lowered, so maybe these Dragon Claws are okay, but Dragon Tails are okay, but not in a good spot to be against an Obstagoon where Crunch is resisted. They can just go Dragon Claw, but like still worth the shield here. Get off the cross chop, take it low. Ooh, nice snipe. Nice snipe there. Just going to come up here. I get it. It would be tough to counter down, and Scald should still take out from this range. Guzzlord, high HP, low defense, so even resisted moves do a ton to it. Which always surprises me, but yeah, even resisted moves do a ton. So great lead here. Can't wait to come and get the Night Slash boost. Hydro would hurt, but you'll live, and I think you should be able to just outpace anyway, so you don't really need to shield. Now the only problem is they could commit to the double shield and flip switch on you. And they don't. So I think you're kind of lucky that they didn't. This is one where, well, I mean, I think I get their thought process. They're not shielding because they can now get to a move. This grass move, Energy Ball, will hurt, and then they could just go with, or Seed Bomb, whatever, and then just knock it out. Okay, I was about to say get out into Reggie, and there. But this is the question of when do you fight for switch when you're running a team that's balanced and you can punish the front end and potentially take care of the back end is one reason to shield and try and fight for swap here. So if they fought for swap, you would have to come Tentacruel after. They would hit you with like 1 or 2 energy balls or seed bombs, and then they would come Registeel and have a way better matchup against Tentacruel, and then when they would get their Whimsicott on this. But now it's just like they're in trouble. So they will chip you again with Seed Bomb. Yeah, this game's over. Okay. Again, somewhat of a tough lead. Let's see if you instant swap into Diggersby. You do, and get hit with the Poliwrath. So you'll get a Scorching Sands off, but this is a bad matchup. Counter super effective. Icy Wind, Scald super effective. Scorching Sands not even doing 50% on a non-Shadow Poliwrath. Here comes a super effective move. I think you'll live because Diggersby pretty tanky, so they do just lower your attack. Get off another one, but they'll just be in the yellow and counter down. Not that... Oh, red. Not that this move will do anything to Tentacruel, but they could just Icy Wind you just to guarantee the lower of attack. Or they could Scald and try and do a little more damage. Let's see what they decide to do. Most will probably just Icy Wind here just to, yeah, just lowering your opponent's attack just put you at such an advantage. But you're going to instant swap, and it's a Mantine in the back. So this is tough. Night Slashes do come fast, but counter being resisted just gives them the advantage overall. So you're going to shield. It's just the Aerial Ace. Getting off another Night Slash. They're probably going to let it go again. See, your opponent is smart. Your opponent recognizing that one of their only lose cons is you boost these Night Slashes and then you take them out. So they let them go. Counter's not doing anything. They let them go as low as they can. They're maybe shield now. Good attempt to snipe. They were aware. They were aware that's coming. Scald will hurt. This is one where it's like it's kind of tricky. They may let go, may not let go. Psychic Fangs, super effective, but will not take out. Can they get to a second one before you get to a Scald here? No, CMP. So this is big. I mean, I assume they threw. Yeah, CMP. So they threw at the same time. You're more attack heavy than they are in the stats. So they undercharge just to get one more off. Obstagoon is now just going to get a few counters through, and now the Night Slash to win. So good job coming back from a hard match there. Jellicent again. And again, you're not going out right away. Trying to catch on 5. And again, they throw on 5. Don't throw right on... Don't throw right on when you get to the charge move, because it just makes it very obvious for catches. They do have a Powder Snow Ninetales going for the CMP there. Super effective Shadow from this range. Not quite enough. You may grab a shield back. But it's not like they have much for the... No, they let it go. And I'm surprised and not surprised. Oof. Okay, so getting this off is good chip, and then you get your Obstagoon on it. Your Obstagoon is now going to be behind on energy, though, and this thing is going to come with basically a Focus Blast already, which will one-shot because it's double super effective. So the question is, can you counter and take this down before they get to a third move? And I think the answer is yes, and I think this is why I hate Reggie. No, trying to catch the Focus Blast. Going to save that and catch the... No, caught the Zap Cannon. Oh, no. So caught the Zap Cannon. And then they catch it on the Jellicent. So again, Night Slash, super effective. Hex, triple resisted. So they're going to have to Surf. And they let that go. For those of you who just listen to my voice and do not watch the battles, that is the 4th double attack boost that this Obstagoon got. And I'm losing my freaking mind. How do you get 4 with a 12.5% chance? Okay. It was a good lead until this thing got Thunder Punch, and they catch the Thunder Punch. Nice. I don't know whether to compliment you or just bury your opponents here for throwing right on. I mean, two things. I understand if with a 5-turn fast move, you're more likely to just throw right on 2 as opposed to 3. That's why Incinerate is such a great charge move and fast move and the worst fast move, right? Because in terms of energy and damage, it's an incredible fast move, but in terms of like that 5-turn duration and the ability to catch, it's just worse from that perspective. Too many of your opponents are throwing right when they get to the charge moves, so you do one of two things. 1, don't throw right when you get to the charge move, or 2, just wait that half-second turn to make sure that your opponent is throwing one more fast move and not catching right on that. I gotta do that. I gotta do that video on catching and stuff. I'm gonna do that soon. I mean, not soon. I'm gonna do it for August, but yeah. So get the Fire Punch off. Another one will take it to the red. So this is obviously great with Fire Punch here. Going for the farm down, and they CMP with 1 HP left. They may have enough energy for another C-Bomb. It's going to be close. Yeah, they do have another one. Because they farmed the crap out of you there. So they will have another one to chip you here. What are they doing? This is the one time I would actually throw Acid Spray. That's the one time I would throw Acid Spray because there's absolutely no reason. There's absolutely no reason. It's clearly a Typhlosion double fire team. Or double fairy team. Sorry. Typhlosion double fairy team. Because that's the only reason that they would want to come back in here. That being said, why would you willingly come back in here? One, you're making it obvious that you're weak to Tentacruel in the back. And 2, it just puts you in a bad spot. And that's why I think Acid Spray is an easy bait there. Because if they're coming in here, if they're willingly coming in with a fire Pokemon into a water Pokemon, you best believe that they're going to shield everything because their third Pokemon's much, much worse. So I'm expecting a fairy in the back here. Or something weak to Tentacruel, like another thing weak to... okay, sorry. It's not a fairy, but it is weak to poison. It is a grass Pokemon. A grass ice Pokemon. So their fast move is resisted to. They have to get to the charge move. But yeah. They just made it way too obvious that that is the case. That they're weak to Tentacruel in the back. Now you farm down, have a move. This will take out the Typhlosion. What a bad team comp by your opponent. You told me to go hard on you, but I literally just went hard on all your opponents because, yeah, questionable team comps, very questionable throwing stuff there. Okay, so that's the team. Like I said, I do think there are some issues with Diggersby as a safe swap. You saw where the Fire Punch came in handy against like the grass Pokemon that will beat it, but with so many weaknesses, and you just got like punished by that Mantine there. I think your opponent misplayed that one, but I think you like there's ability to get punished if you're running Fire Punch, Scorching Sands on Diggersby. That is it for the remix. Top Great League and Ultra League teams tomorrow. Not because I'm unique or anything, but because those actually get views, unlike the rest of these videos. And then yeah, we'll pump out some Great League, Ultra League, Master League. So a lot of people are like, we know you have 2 Hundo Necrozmas. When are you battling? So with GoFest and with the Fusion, I actually have enough XL Candy and Fusion to do both. If I wanted to right now. I can get a Hundo Dawn and Dusk fully powered up. And this is the product of going to New York and doing like 90 raids. So and having like a mega on to get bonus XL Candy. So I can do both. That said, I don't really have any other still Pokemon. Like, let me just actually look at the rankings on PV Poke for the Master League, and I will tell you out of the top 20 what I actually have the ability to build or built. Palkia Origin, no. Zygarde, no. Landorus, no. Dragonite, yes. So Dragonite 1. Giratina Altered, no. Palkia, no. Necrozma Dawnwings, yes, I can do that. Groudon, no. Now we got a Shadow Dragonite. Giratina Origin, Solgaleo, Kyurem, Meloetta, Mewtwo, Necrozma Dusk. So I have 3, but you can't use Dusk and Dawn on the same team. So I have 3 of the top 15, but I can't use one of them. Ho-Ho, no. Mewtwo, Zekrom, Xerneas, Groudon, Lugia. I have Lugia at 21. So I have Lugia, the Necrozmas, which are also psychic. So that would be double weakness to like dark and stuff. And that. So I'm still very, very limited. So I can't see myself playing Master League yet. But man, I need to start going hard when these other ones come back. Because I want to play, but I just don't have the XLs or anything. So, or the Hundos for most of these too. Anyways, that is it. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.